今天要插播一则令人感到沉重的消息，但是非常重要，所以我觉得有必要做一集影片，而不是单纯只是发一篇贴文来告诉大家。我们都知道9月10号 Charlie 在犹他谷大学被枪杀之后呢，我一直在找保守派的这些过去频道上常介绍的人物，他们对查理的死做一些缅怀或者是谈论的影片，像 Ben Shapiro、Megyn Kelly、Tucker Carlson 以及 Brad Cooper 呢，他们在第一时间其实都有表达哀悼以及追忆，也谈了很多。那常看我们频道的观众朋友就知道啊，我们频道另外一个最重量级，可以说是蜚声国际最知名的心理学权威 Jordan Peterson 乔老爷子呢，却一直迟迟没有发片。那我也之前贴文跟大家说我相信乔老爷子会有的，那不用急。但是呢，确实我可以说3不5时大概每隔1-2天我就会去他的官方频道去看一次。非常令人惊讶，就是乔老最新的一部影片是在8月19号之后就没有再更新上传。那当然这件事情也令我感到不解，特别是 Charlie 死后这么久以来，乔老也没有出片。那不要说是不是谈论 Charlie 连他自己都没有好像预定的节目更新。结果没想到呢，在10月5号的时候，他的女儿 Mikhaila 夫人呢就发出一个影片，讲述其实乔老爷子过去9月开始就有非常严重的肺炎以及败血症，已经送进 ICU 加护病房。那我想呢，今天好好的把Mikhaila的影片做翻译呢，让大家也随着他在片中所呼吁的请求呢，一起这个集气为他们一家来祷告。以下就是 Mikhaila 的声明完整影片，我们一起来看。
Hey guys, I have an update on my dad. I'm actually just going to read this. It's on my teleprompter because this is too hard to explain off the cuff, so I wrote it out. This summer's been exceedingly difficult. Dad was in an ICU suffering from pneumonia and sepsis after dealing with a host of neurological issues this summer that we believe stem from CIRS, which is chronic inflammatory response syndrome due to decades of mold exposure. We don't have a better explanation for his neurological symptoms at the moment other than spiritual attacks. He's been suffering for the last number of years with unexplainable neuropathy and weakness, amongst other symptoms, but they worsened this summer after he cleaned out his parents' basement after his dad, my grandpa, passed away. We weren't able to communicate with Dad really all of September. During the end of the pneumonia, he was diagnosed with critical illness polyneuropathy, which we're hoping is critical illness myopathy, which is bad enough. That's been heartbreaking and brutal on top of everything else. But after almost a month in the ICU, he's been moved out to a less urgent floor. Praise God for that. We're still in the midst of this, but now we're seeing improvements daily. The timeline for his full recovery is hard to tell at the moment, and I'll update everyone when we have more information. My family's asking for prayers. Like I said, this summer's been exceedingly difficult and terrifying. Dad's condition is complicated by the fact he can't take most medications without suffering from severe paradoxical reactions, which limits treatment options. Like I mentioned, I believe there's a spiritual element at play here. I think a lot of people have felt it in the last few weeks and months. It's been hitting my dad and my family hard this summer. In August, the day Dad was brought to a hospital by ambulance, my newborn Audrey was also brought to a hospital by ambulance within hours of each other. It was unbelievable. This was the second time this summer we had brought Audrey to the hospital after she almost died from near heart failure at 6 weeks old. That is exceedingly rare, and they couldn't find a cause for. She was diagnosed with idiopathic pulmonary hypertension, which seems to have resolved, praise God. But it's not something that happens. This was late July, after Dad and I recorded some episodes of the call-in show together. Everything went just really downhill fast after that. Every single day this summer and now fall has been like watching a movie. Our family's relying heavily on the Lord through this and seeing miracles around us. We are. And I'm also aware that God uses everything for good. So eventually we'll see why this is happening or what comes of it. But Mom and I in particular really wanted to reach out and ask for prayers to help everyone get through this, especially for my dad and for my mom, but also for the nurses and doctors taking care of him, my brother, and family and friends who have come to support us. I miss my dad. My brother misses his dad. My mom misses her best friend and husband. Oh, man. I thought I wasn't gonna cry during this. Well, he's hopefully recovering, and like I said, I'll keep people updated. He has a team of people, including myself, continuing his mission, including Peterson Academy, and will be releasing his We Who Wrestle with God tour to everyone on YouTube, which he's wanted to do for a long time. And given we think there's a spiritual element at play here, we believe the right way to fight back is to keep going and push harder, if anything. Life isn't necessarily supposed to get easier when you're doing the right thing, and I can see God's hand throughout this, but it's a lot to handle. My family agreed or wanted to delay updating everybody because a lot has happened over the last few months, and we were hoping he would recover faster and we would see bigger improvements sooner and have better news. And it was really a near-death experience for a long time. So we've been just dealing with this one day at a time. We still are. It's been overwhelming, but it looks like, and we're praying that things are headed in the right direction. He's out of the ICU. So that's the main thing. He's out of the ICU. Like I said, praise God for that. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you to everybody who's reached out. I'll be back on YouTube, maybe in the next month or so, depending on how things go. Yeah, that's the update. Thanks, guys.
那这件事情呢，Mikhaila 呢，他们一家因为都是虔诚的基督徒，包含他的母亲，所以Mikhaila呢也解释到说，之所以这么晚才会把这个消息发出来，实在是因为我们都知道，最近查理的死引起全世界很大的震撼，所以他们并不希望说乔老爷子的近况而影响到查理这个更重要的一个话题所以他们是刻意选择了一直等到查理这件事情上面风波比较止息了之后呢，才把乔老的近况跟大家做报告。那我觉得这个其实是显现出相当的贴心，而且真的展现出了很为人设身处地的着想。那么Mikhaila呢也提到说，他们全家都认为乔老的近况，包含他自己女儿，都是一场属灵的攻击，都是一场属灵的征战。那我想，如果是基督徒的朋友的话，会比较理解他的意思就是最近实在太多的事情都在反映出说，为保守主义或者说为了圣经价值而发生的人呢，会遭受到属灵的这个魔鬼撒旦的攻击，所以这也很好的解释了为什么我们最近这1个月多以来一直都没有看到乔老的身影。那最后呢，我想只要家属有这样的一个需要，为着他们目前所遭遇到的不容易 以及他们邻里的一些软弱的地方。那我呼吁这个观众朋友，不论你是不是基督徒，你如果都对乔老有一份特殊的情感，或者说对他过去言论所带给你的启发的一份感谢，那我都邀请你可以在你自己有空的时候呢，来为他们全家的平安祷告。乔老他是否能够顺利的康复呢？这个我都交托在上帝的手中，因为我认为生有时，死有时，所以人的生老病死或旦夕祸福呢，并不影响上帝对我们每一个人生命的主权的掌管以及他美好的心意。但是如果家属他有软弱，特别需要人为家人的病情来祷告的话呢，那我认为出于基督徒的爱心，我们都为了家属的需要来祷告。所以还是会希望，如果你有感动的朋友呢，可以为着乔老的康复来一起做祷告。那我呢，后续也会持续的关注这件事情的发展，希望我们真的可以说保守主义不能够再损失像乔老这一位如此重要的人物了。那当然，如果当然我相信上帝有他独特的心意，所以呢，我只能说无论保守主义的这一些领袖人物未来的情况会是如何，我觉得更重要的就是我们自己也能够站出来，为我们所相信的对的事情来勇敢发声，勇敢捍卫。那我想这个就是保守主义的真正价值。关心乔老的朋友，请继续锁定超级神队友的频道，我会持续的更新。所以上帝祝福你，也希望乔老全家都能够平安，心里有平静安稳的力量来度过。我们这边是超级神队友，我们就下部影片再见，拜拜。
Yes, we know the cornerstone is Christ alone.